cloud, I guess.
Yeah, it's always to the cloud.
There we go. And I did hear the note that we are recorded. So allow me. Good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Strengthen Your Bones with Mitch Menick. I'm Bill, one of your co-hosts, together with Colette and with Wanda, and in the background we have Rich as well. Mitch brings this class to us on Monday afternoons, every Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific for half an hour. And to join, just click the link to join this class 5, 10, or more minutes before it begins. Let me emphasize there's no need to register in advance. Just click the link and we'll post that link in chat. And to keep up on this class and Mitch's other classes, you'll see links. Please subscribe to Mitch's newsletter and also save the link to Mitch's website, because that's where Mitch will keep all the current information. And if this is one of the initial times that you've joined the class, please be sure to talk with your doctor. We are excited about this class and want to make it really the most healthful for you, and we want your doctor to agree. Now, during class, please keep your audio on mute to eliminate background noise. But after class, we'll have a short chat session, and Wanda's going to moderate that. And we'll, invite you to raise your hand, and then we'll ask you to unmute. And alternatively, please ask a question in chat. And we solicit, welcome, encourage all questions, suggestions, and comments, because this really helps us to know how we're doing in order to be helpful to you. And in sum, thank you everyone for being here. And let's exercise our muscles and strengthen our bones now with Mitch. So Mitch, on to you.
Great, Bill. Nice job. Did you mention that we're going to be starting in the chats? We're just going to put the link to my website so everyone will always be able to go there for the schedule. Did you mention that?
I did encourage people just to, in order to keep up with your class, to subscribe to your newsletter and keep the link to your website. Perfect. And that's where we'd really like to emphasize, use those two avenues to keep up with Mitch.
Perfect. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. I was busy looking around here.
Yeah.
And what did I discover? Well, I discovered you guys are all showed up ready for class. So let's take the glasses off if you're wearing them for a minute, just so we can tap around the eyes. And let's start tapping the flap on the top of the head. And do this whole area, and then do the crown. And tapping is good because it stimulates the fascia that's underneath the skin, and then come on down behind the head bone where the head bone touches the neck muscle. Yeah, fascia connects the skin to the bone, skin to the muscle, connects everything to everything throughout the entire body. Go behind the ears on the bony part, above the ears, right up and down the ears, and then take your finger and thumb and fingers and pinch the ears a little bit gently, and then all around the temples, all over the temples. And then all over the forehead, and then right between the eyebrows, but up a little bit. This is your sixth chakra, your mind's eye. And then go right on top of the eyebrows, all over the eyebrows, outside edges of the eyes. Come on down below the eyes, on top of the eye sockets. And then below the nose and the upper level of the gum line, let's tap up to the back teeth and then come back down again. Jump down to the lower level, come up to the back teeth, high up in the cheeks, and then back down, then right on the chin. All over the chin, do that whole area. And then right underneath the jawbone, at the edge of the jaw, start traveling up the jaw, behind the jaw, below the ears. There's some soft tissue in here, this is glandular. Now we do scrunchy face and open face. You make a nice tight fist, scrunch up the nose, squint the eyes. On the count of three, we do just the opposite. It's called open face. You make up you open up the eyes wide, stick the tongue out for a good stretch in the jaw, and make a sound to put some energy into it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 more times. Good, scrunch it tight as you can. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Scrunch it up tight. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that feels good. Left your left shoulder. Extend the right hand. Thumb up. Take the left hand with pressure. Tap where the shoulder connects to the neck. Then on top of the shoulder. Then on top of the bicep and the top of the elbow. Start coming down the forearm. You tap in with pressure. Yeah. At wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm, to the elbow. Okay, tricep. Okay, armpit, and then upper part of the chest. Let's go to the other side and do the same thing. The shoulder connects the neck, shoulder, bicep, elbow, coming down the forearm, to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm, to the elbow, tricep, armpit, the upper part of the chest. Now let's hang out here for a moment. Tap with pressure, or pretty hard, and because you're opening up the lungs, like your Tarzan, and then or Mrs. Tarzan, whatever the case may be. So follow me. When I go ha, you go ha. If I go ha ha, you shout out ha ha. Okay. You do a good job, you'll end up blowing out all the steam and laughing with me at the end. So here we go. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Hee! Hee hee! Hee hee hee! Okay, let it go. Oh, laughter is so good. Yeah. Come on down to the abdomen. A little bit of laughter is so powerful for the body. And kidneys, tailbone, buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs. Come up the insides and go right to the hips. Come on down the outside. When you come up the front of the legs, hang out at the knees, all around the knees. Come up your thighs, and then cross your hands, place them on your shoulders, sweep down to the toes. Say it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. All right, let's feet are hip width apart. Just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. And let the arms really relax. And then just start shaking the fingers as fast as you can, as you bounce the knees as fast as you can. All right, then add a little wiggle of the hips. You're starting to loosen up now. Loosen up and then just shim the shoulders and bobble the head. So you're all shook up. Let it all go. Okay, stop. Now feel the tingling in the fingers. Whoo. Palms in front of the abdomen, sinking to the back of the calves. When you inhale, give it a nice big stretch and exhale. Come on back down. 2 more times through the nose. Inhale and stretch it out. Yeah. And exhale. 1 more goes to forward bend through the nose. Inhale. Now when you exhale, lock the knees. Hinge at the hips. Just keep the back straight. You're just pulling on the back of the legs. Breathing into it, 3 breaths. We inhale, the body expands. When you exhale, just let yourself relax a little deeper into that stretch. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, going deeper. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale, just let it go. Okay, now on the inhale, bend your knees and pivot up. As you exhale, we straighten up. And then just kick the legs out, loosen up the body. Let's stretch 1 leg at a time now. Step forward with your right foot, hands on the hips, your right foot. And inhale and exhale, sink into the back of the leg. You come down to where you don't come down any further. 3 breaths here. Inhale, body expands. When you exhale, just sink a little deeper into that stretch. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, going deeper. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale even deeper into the stretch. Now, when you inhale very slowly, come on up. Let's do the same thing with the other side. Left foot forward, lock the knee. Inhale. When you exhale, just sink into the back of the leg. Keep your back nice and straight. 3 breaths here. Inhale, body expands. And exhale, let the body, let's relax into that stretch. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, going deeper into the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, even deeper into the stretch. Now, when you inhale, slowly come on up. Kick the legs out, relax the arms, just loosen up the body. Balance the plate, stretch the upper body now. So yeah, this is a dynamic stretch. So palm is face up. I want you to sink into a squat. So you bend the knees a little bit. And we'll do 2 circles, 2 breaths. First one's underneath the arm, second one's over the head. When we inhale, we rise, we straighten the legs. When we exhale, we sink. So inhale, we rise, bring the palm into the chest, elbow and shoulder up, circle the palm, point to the side, and exhale, you sink, and the hip goes one way, the arm goes the other. Feel it in the hip. Now we're going to gyrate the hip. As you inhale, we're starting to rise. As you bend the elbow to come over the head. As you exhale, you're completing the circle as you come back down again. Let's do 2 more times. Through the nose, inhale underneath the arm, we're rising, and exhale, we're sinking as we stretch. Gyrate the hip on the inhale, over the head, and exhale. Okay, we have 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, and exhale. Okay, we're going to bring the foot back. So you lean over to your right and straighten it on the inhale, or the left, and then exhale, sink. Let's go to the other side. So inhale, step out to the left, and exhale, the palms face up. 2 circles, 2 breaths. So inhale, bring the palm into the chest, elbow and shoulder up, circle the palm, and exhale, the hip goes one way, the arm the other. Feel the pressure in the hip. Now inhale, gyrate the hip as you come up over the head. And exhale, sink right back down. Okay, 2 more times. So inhale, we rise, come underneath the arm, and exhale, stretch. Feel the hip, gyrate the hip. Now inhale, gyrate the hip, and we're rising. And exhale, you're doing your best to keep the palm face up at all times. So inhale, come underneath the arm, and exhale, stretch. Really good for all your joints. Inhale, over the head, and exhale. Okay, great. Now bring the foot back on the inhale. And exhale. We're ready for weights. Weights are optional. You don't have to use any weight if you don't want to. So we're stretching with weights. So think of it that way. And your cardio will come up a little bit. So grab weights that you're comfortable with and that you would enjoy working out with. We do 10 of everything in the class. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to start with a overhead press. And we're going to add a squat to it. Now, squats are optional. You can squat, great. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We're going to alternate the right and the left side today. So I want you to sink into a squat. So inhale, we rise. We begin with an inhale. Now, when you exhale, we rise and straighten the arm and twist the palm forward and inhale, come down. Now the left side. Exhale, we rise, twist the palm forward, and inhale, we sink. Again, exhale and inhale. Exhale, stretch it out, and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, reach and stretch, and inhale. Exhale, stretch, and inhale, that's 3. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, and force a nice stretch. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees as you exhale. Lower the arms. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips and the shoulders, and bobble the head. Let's do both hands at the same time, commonly known as an Arnold press. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale, we sink. Now we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise up and stretch and inhale, that's 1. Exhale, reach and twist the palms forward, stretching through the abdomen, and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, and 3. Reach and stretch, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Stretch through the abdomen. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the arms, and exhale, lower them down. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, 1 more breath, and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrist, kick the legs out, wiggle those hips, shoulders, and bobble the head. All right, now let's do an overhead reach with the side tap. We'll do all 10 on the right side. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, reach up and stretch, and inhale, come down. Exhale, stretch, and inhale. Bend the knees on the way down. Exhale, and come down. Let's do the other side now. No, same side. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, lower the arms. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. All right, now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle those hips into the shoulders, and bobble the head. Let's do the left side. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale and exhale. Reach up and stretch, and inhale, come down. Exhale, stretch, and inhale. A little squat here. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees as you exhale, lower the arms. Let's take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. When you bring your mind into the body, you're perfect in every way. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, blah, kick those legs out, wiggle the hips, loosen up the body. Now let's do a bent over rows with our feet hip width apart. I want you to sink down, bend the knees, pivot at the hips, and keep the back straight. We're just going to pull the weights to the chest. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, pull up and inhale. That's 1. Exhale and 2. Exhale and 3. Exhale and 4. Pull the elbows all the way up. 5 more. Exhale. Last 4. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. No more. Then inhale, pivot up. Then when you exhale, straighten the knees and lower the arms. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble that, kick those legs out, loosen up the body. Now we're going to do a squat punch. So when I extend my arms out, I like to lower my weights just a little bit. So a squat punch. As you inhale, bring the weights to the chest. When you exhale, I want you to sink for position. Now, we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, we straighten the legs and reach out with your right front arm. Do this with me. And the palm goes face down. And inhale, return. Then we alternate to the other side. Exhale, rise up. Do the left palm. Palms face down. And inhale, that's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, we rise. And inhale, we sink. Exhale, we rise, and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, 3. Exhale, inhale, 4. Exhale, inhale, 5. 1 more. Exhale, that's 5 more now. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees as you exhale, lower the arms. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend those elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, shoulders, and bobble the head. Now we're done with weights for a moment. We're going to stretch out just a little bit and unwind and bring our heart rate down just a tad. So let's start with if you have water, take a sip of water. I forgot to bring my water today. Enjoy a little sip of water. And with your feet about hip width apart, okay, I want you to start bouncing the knees. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Start shaking the palms. This is a really great way to unwind and loosen the muscles a little bit. Wiggle the hips, then shim the shoulders and bobble the head. So you're all shook up. Let everything just relax. Yeah, like a rubber doll, one of those things that float in the air and outside of a hamburger stand or a hot dog stand. Now just stand for a moment. Palms front of the abdomen, sink to the back of the calves. And inhale, give it a nice big stretch. And exhale, come down for 2 more times. Through the nose, inhale, we stretch. And exhale, one more to forward bend. Inhale and stretch. Now when you exhale, lock the knees. Hinge at the hips. Feel a nice pull in the back of the legs. You come down to where you don't come down any further and hold it there. 3 breaths. Inhale, just be aware of the body expanding on that inhale. When you exhale, feel the body deeply relaxing into the stretch. 2 more times. Inhale, body expands. When you exhale, the body relaxes. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Oh, it's a good stretch. Now, when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. As we exhale, we straighten up and just loosen up. Okay, overhead tricep extension. We're going to bring weights and drop them behind the back and lift up. So whether you do 1 weight or 2 weights is up to you. I'm just used to doing 2 weights together instead of 1 larger weight, but you just make it work for you. Knees are soft, not locked. So inhale up and exhale, bend the knees as you lower the weights behind the back. We're going to rise on the exhale. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise up and stretch through the abdomen and inhale, bend the knees, come down. Exhale, reach and stretch and inhale. That's 2. Exhale and 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Nice stretch through the abs. 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale up and exhale. Lower your arms down by the side. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick those legs out, wiggle the hips, shin the shoulders, and bobble the head. Loosen up. Okay, now let's do a tricep kickback. Feet are hip width apart. You bend the knees, sink, and then pivot at the hips. Then inhale the weights to the chest. When you exhale, pull your elbows back and hold it here. From here, we kick back and hold it for a second. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, kick back and hold it, and inhale. That's 1. Exhale, hold it, and 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, pivot up. When you exhale, we straighten the knees, lower the arms. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick those legs out, just loosen up the body. Now, we're going to do a back lunge as we do an arm curl. So we're going to step back, we're going to alternate sides. We start with the right side. You put your toe and then the heel down, flat-footed as you do the curl. So follow me. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, toe, heel, and curl, and inhale. Now the left side. Exhale, toe, heel, and curl, and inhale. That's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, inhale, left side. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and 3, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4, exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 to go, exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. Take one more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, chin the shoulders, bob the head, kick those legs out, loosen up the body. Okay, let's do a bicep curl standing on one leg. So it's just for a moment. So you put your right toe out. We're going to lift the knee up as we do the arm curl. So get your balance on the left leg. We begin with an inhale. We exhale, knee up, and inhale, toe down. Exhale, and 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. One more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, shim the shoulder, wiggle the hips, shim the shoulders, and wobble the head. Okay, left side. So you put the left toe out, left knee's coming up on the inhale, and exhale, knee up, and inhale, toe down. Exhale, and 2. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, last 2. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. One more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Now, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bob the head, kick those legs out, wiggle the hips, just loosen up the body. Now let's do a back lunge with an arm curl. I'm going to bring my right foot behind into a squat. If you want, you can just do a step back on your toes and do a curl. So we begin with an inhale. We exhale, come down and squat. Now we're going to alternate sides. Exhale, inhale, back to the right. Exhale, inhale, left. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, good for the hips here. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. Nice. Another breath. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, shim the shoulders, and bobble the head. We're done with weights. Let's put the weights off to the side and stretch out a little bit. So come back and join me, feet hip width apart. Put the palms by the side. We're going to push our right arm up, left, both at the same time, a set of 3. So I want you to sink into a squat. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise up and stretch, and inhale, come down, left side. Exhale, rise, stretch, and inhale. That's 1. Both at the same time. Exhale. Now we do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, left. Exhale, inhale, both. Exhale, inhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, both. Stretch and inhale, come down. Exhale, straighten the knees and lower the arms. Take 2 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now let's do the shoulders, right, left, both at the same time. Start with the right side. I want you to sink into a squat. So inhale, we rise and stretch, and exhale, come down other side. Inhale, rise and stretch, and exhale both. Inhale and exhale back to the right. Inhale, rise up and stretch, and exhale. Other side. Inhale, stretch, and exhale both. Inhale, stretch, and exhale. One more set. Right side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale both. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now just shake them up. Kick the legs out. Loosen up the whole body. Let everything relax. Let's do a right, left ear, left shoulder. Extend the right hand and take your left hand as an option and place a little weight on your head. And I want you to sink. Now, inhale, we rise and stretch, and exhale, we sink. Again, two more. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we sink. One more. Inhale, we rise, and exhale as you come out of this. Lower the head and just bobble the head. Come up, loosen up. Let's do the other side. Right ear, right shoulder. Extend the left hand. There's an option. You can put a little weight on your head and sink. So inhale, we rise, and exhale, we sink. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we sink. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we sink. Then inhale up, and exhale, just relax. And now loosen up the body, kick the legs out, let everything get limber. Now let's do a little vibration. Feet are hip width apart. Just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. And then just start shaking the palms. Then add a little wiggle of the hips. Shim those shoulders and bobble the head. Now let's do 3 heart-opening breaths. Palms in front of the abdomen, sink into the back of the legs. When you inhale, give it a big stretch through the body. Yeah, exhale, come on down for 2 more times. Through the nose and stretch. And exhale, one more goes to forward bend. Through the nose, inhale and stretch. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips. Feel a pull in the back of the legs. 3 breaths here. Inhale, the body expands. When you exhale, you relax a little deeper into that stretch. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, going deeper into the stretch. Okay, 1 more time. Inhale and exhale, even deeper into the stretch. Now when you inhale, bend the knees, hand pivot up. When we exhale, we straighten up, bring the palms to prayer posture. Let's continue. Let's conclude by saying, thank you. Okay, let's see. Wanda, back to you. Take it away, Wanda. You'll have to unmute yourself, Wanda.